Welcome back to another Micmac Tabletop review. Today we'll be taking a brief look at magazine loader options for the Ruger 1022 Rotary magazine. As you may know, if you have subscribed to my videos, a few months ago I reviewed several makes of speed loaders for tube-fed 22 rimfire rifles. That was speed loaders for tube-fed 22 rimfire rifle tabletop review episode 2024-33. Within that review, I briefly mentioned a solution for the Ruger Rotary 1022 magazine. The loader I featured was this Shooter's Ridge Ruger 1022 Rotary Mag loader. I think I got this one about 15 years ago. Great loading tool for the Ruger 1022 box magazine. As a result of that video, I've had a couple of requests that I expand on that review and do a video on what options are available for loading 1022 magazines. So that's what I'm doing with this review. By the way, while you can still get a Shooter's Ridge loader like this one, there's also a similar 1022 Rotary magazine loader offered by Champion Traps and Targets. Unfortunately, I don't actually have one to show you here, nor do I have one of the highly rated Butler Creek Hot Lips 1022 loaders. I can only talk about these options and what I've discovered about them from my research, but I do have an alternative loading unit offered by Caldwell, their 22 long rifle rimfire rotary magazine loader. So I thought I'd just do a sort of comparison of 1022 loader options for review. In this video, we'll take a brief look at these loading tools, and based on what I've learned, I'll offer my recommendations. If you've got a Ruger 1022 magazine, I think you'll find this video useful. The Ruger 1022 rifle itself is very popular. It's estimated that by 2020, more than 7 million Ruger 1022 rifles had been produced. Check out the Ruger webpage and you'll see a wide variety of versions available of the venerable Ruger 1022 action rifle. Even today, there are 9 different models of the 1022 rifle listed on the Ruger webpage, and that doesn't even include the Ruger 1022 Charger, which is technically considered a pistol, but uses the same 1022 magazine. This is my Ruger Charger 1022, and here is the 10-round 22 long rifle rotary magazine that came with it. This single 10-round rotary box magazine that came with the rifle can be time-consuming, although not difficult to load. However, like most 1022 owners, it was inevitable that I soon added additional magazines, and even more importantly, I added larger capacity magazines. And note that I added a binary trigger to my Charger, so I tend to go through ammo pretty quickly when I'm at the range. No reason not to. 1022 ammo is usually fairly cheap these days, and yep, this rifle can be just a heck of a lot of fun to shoot. But loading multiple magazines in high capacity 10 to 50 round magazines by hand can be a slow and tedious task. Fortunately, there are rotary magazine loaders available that could accomplish the job with speed and ease. So let's get to it and take a look at what 1022 rotary magazine loaders options are available today. Oh yes, I should also say up front that I have no sponsors for my videos and no one has given me any products to promote for this video. And before we go any further, let me assure you that any firearms used during this video have been cleared. And by the way, if you enjoy this review, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. So let's start with a brief overview of these units. Let's take a look at my old Shooter's Ridge 1022 rotary magazine loader here. Like I said earlier, this unit is about 15 years old, but you can still get one if you search hard enough. Today I saw that Bud's Gun Shop has them listed and in stock for about $50. Now there may be better prices out there, but at least I know that the Shooter's Ridge unit is still available. I've been using this loader for many years and it still works well enough, although it's showing its age. It's made mostly of plastic, but it's held up just fine even after years of use. All you do is just load up the hopper here with 22 long rifle bullets, shake it a bit to line the bullets. The loader's hopper can hold about 75 bullets. Now before I attach a magazine to the loader, I like to load the first round into the 1022 magazine by hand. It not only helps me establish correct orientation for the magazine, it also seems to work better for me for the loading process. This is optional for loading 1022 magazines, but if you're loading TCR22 magazines, this is required due to the first round load assist lever on the magazine. Then I attach the magazine to the loader. I've added a little mark here to remind me which way to install the magazine. Hold the unit so that the bullets are fed by gravity. Crank the loading handle counterclockwise to feed the bullets into the magazine. Each rotation will load one bullet. When full, you'll notice the crank will begin to slip. The internal clutch feature will help you avoid any attempt to overload. By the way, if the crank won't turn, don't force it. Something's wrong. Remove the magazine and check everything and try it again. Usually you'll find there's a round stuck crosswise in the loader. I try to count as I crank so I know where I am. 1 round preloaded, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm also watching the feed through the smoked plastic. I've found that sometimes a round will fail to move. That should do it for a 10-round magazine. This old loader is a little worn, so it will sometimes take more cranking because it will skip over a round now and then, but it still works. Depress the levers of either side here and remove the full magazine, and you're ready for another magazine. Attaching magazines might take a few attempts until you get the hang of it, and making sure the bullets are aligned properly is aided by being able to see them through the smoked plastic. Overall, I found the Shooter's Ridge 1022 magazine loader to be rugged and reliable. As I said, sometimes the crank will miss a round when loading, but the biggest complaint I have is the hopper lid on this one can't open on its own. Again, it's just getting a little worn with use. Some people use a rubber band to hold the hopper lid in place. Also, if you turn the unit the wrong way when you're using it, the bullets might fall out. Not good. In addition, I can tell you from experience that if you don't set the handle in the closed position, when finished loading, the bullets will probably fall out of the loader. And I'll admit that while this particular loader still works well enough, it does seem to be getting less effective at loading, sometimes locking up before the magazine is fully loaded. But used properly, bullets are rarely damaged and loading is fairly quick and easy. It was a decent loading unit when new and still works well enough after 15 years of use. However, at around $50, it's not cheap. Now, would I recommend the Shooter's Ridge loader? Yep, this one has served me very well, so yes, I would. Similar to the Shooter's Ridge loader is the Champion Traps and Targets Rotary magazine loader. I don't own one of these, so I can only go with internet reports as to how good a unit it might be. I suspect it's a pretty reasonable option, but I found complaints that you have to hold the unit properly for good results, and getting the magazine attached to the loader can be a challenge. The Champion works the same as the Shooter's Ridge unit from what I can see, and I suspect the same complaints could be applied to the Shooter's Ridge loader. Unfortunately, at about $65, it's a little more expensive than the Shooter's Ridge unit. Would I recommend it? Well, given that the Champion looks very similar to the Shooter's Ridge unit, and the Shooter's Ridge unit sells for about $15 less, I wouldn't recommend it over the Shooter's Ridge loader. Now here's my Caldwell Rimfire Rotary magazine loader. I just bought this one, but from what I can tell so far, it seems like a pretty effective loader. It operates similar to the Shooter's Ridge and Champion units. There's a 100-round hopper. You just dump up to 100 bullets into the hopper and close the lid. Shake the unit to align the bullets in the Z-track. If you're loading a magazine with a first round load assist lever, you'll need to load one round by hand before attaching to the loader. Similar to the Shooter's Ridge unit, attach the magazine to the loader. You can depress the magazine release lever here to assist if needed. Once the bullets are aligned, rotate the crank handle in a clockwise direction. 1/2 rotation loads one bullet. Like the shooter's ridge loader, there's a clutch override mechanism on the crank so you won't overload. The crank will begin to skip when fully loaded. When fully loaded, depress the single magazine release lever here to remove the magazine, and that's it. The Caldwell unit usually sells for about $25, but I've seen them on sale for as little as $21.50, which would suggest that the Caldwell loader has the best price for a Ruger rotary magazine loader. It also has the largest capacity hopper, and magazines appear easier to attach and remove. Since it only takes a half a crank to load a bullet, it may also be quicker. In fact, Caldwell boasts that their Mag Charger rimfire rotary magazine loader is the fastest TCR22 and 1022 magazine loader on the market. For all these reasons, I'd have to say the Caldwell rimfire rotary magazine loader may indeed take the prize as the best option overall. That being said, I personally still found similar challenges when attaching magazines and getting round to line properly for the crank to turn as it should. Of course, all these loaders may have a round remaining in the loading port after loading due to the way the rounds are presented through the loading gate. But that tendency also can result in a round blocking the way when you try to attach a magazine. With practice, you should be able to work through these issues. Also, it's not uncommon for a round to jam in the mechanism, but clearing jams isn't difficult. The point is that I found neither the Caldwell nor the shooter's ridge units to operate perfectly all the time. Now, I should at least mention that Butler Creek also made a 1022 magazine loader called the Hot Lips loader, but I suspect Butler Creek has discontinued it. Everywhere I look, it's out of stock. That's a shame because the Butler Creek Hot Lips loader was once considered the best overall 1022 magazine loader available. Now, if you really want one, I've seen Hot Lips loaders still for sale today on eBay, although at about $100, they're a little pricey. And although the Hot Lips loader had a good reputation, internet reviews of the Butler Creek Hot Lip loader point out that the hopper only holds 50 rounds, and more importantly, Butler Creek only guarantees it to work with Butler Creek polymer or steel lip 1022 magazines. Something to consider. Would I recommend it? Well, given its availability or lack thereof, and its price, probably not. Now, before we end today's video, I'd like to remind you that if you haven't already, be sure to like, share, and subscribe down below. And thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video useful. So let's summarize. Using a 1022 rotary magazine loader has the advantage of being faster and saving your fingers from the tedious and stressful task of hand loading, but attaching magazines to the loader may require some getting used to. Note that loading the first round into the magazine before attaching to the loader will probably help with loading. Also, be aware that jams and dented shell casings can happen. All that being said, overall, once you've had some practice using them, these loaders should indeed make the job of loading 1022 magazines faster and easier. Now, wrapping up, I found these two units here to basically do what they're supposed to do. Overall, the main differences appear to be price. And I should also say that a closer look at the Champion Traps and Targets rotary magazine loader suggests that it is exactly the same as the Shooter's Ridge loader, except a little different color and plastic, and of course its $15 higher price tag. As such, I think the Champion loader would make a good choice for a reliable, rugged 1022 loader if price were not an issue. Would have liked to have compared others as well in demonstration, but these are the ones I have, so it is what it is. And yes, I'm not sure it was fair to compare my old worn Shooter's Ridge loader to the new Caldwell loader, but performance aside, the Caldwell loader has a larger hopper, seems easier when it comes to attaching and releasing magazines, requires only a half crank to load a bullet, and at only $22, it costs at least less than half of that of the other loaders. And oh yes, it seems more easily available. As such, if I had to choose, the Caldwell Rimfire Rotary Magazine Loader would probably be my first choice today. Again, I hope you found this review useful, and remember, any weapon you carry is better than the one you left at home. Thanks for watching. Hope you'll be back for my next tabletop review. Until next time, stay safe.